Wow, what's up everybody? Once again, it's Brandman Sean, and this video is brought to you by BrandmanNetwork.com because I signed myself. Now, we got to talk about how an artist can get their music popping on TikTok. That's simple. But there's two things in this video that are extremely relevant because this is part 3 of a 4-part series on how to get moving on TikTok. So there's 2 things that we are going to go over in this video right here. One, should your music even be on TikTok in the first place? Because a lot of people are going to like hear the wave and follow the wave because that's what people love to do, right? They're going to say, yo, music is popping on TikTok. I need to get on TikTok because I want to blow up like these other guys, like Lil Nas X, like Super Duper. There's so many people, but everybody's music doesn't work into the TikTok formula, right? There's a square and you might have a circle or vice versa, whatever that saying is. So we're going to talk about how you can kind of identify that. And then some of it parlays into the second part, which is what is the TikTok formula for your music? We're going to talk about some of it, just some of the sauce. All right, so one, to understand if your music works on TikTok, first you got to kind of consider why a lot of people were ignoring when I was saying before that you needed to get on Musical.ly, right? I did videos back in like January or February of 2018 saying, yo, Musical.ly is that thing, and a lot of people need to really make more use of it. And then in 2018 still, but in August of 2018 when they merged, I was still like, yo, bruh, y'all got to use this thing. But a huge part of why people couldn't understand that is because TikTok has a younger user base than when we think about Instagram. Because Instagram, I'm just going to say Instagram, because Instagram it's like that main thing. It's the main cool thing. Twitter is like something that everybody uses at this point, but they're all in their own pockets. YouTube is just like TV. Everybody uses it. You know what I mean? Then Facebook gets looked at as the old thing. But when we look at TikTok, a lot of their like users were like 15 and below at the beginning, right? And now people are starting to get older and older, and now some of that influence is also moving up into their big brothers and just other people as the word starts to get out that, yo, this is a thing, and as other people start to experiment and bring their own types of fan bases or interest groups onto the platform. So for a lot of people before, if you didn't have music that catered to that fan base or that fan base was relevant to, then you weren't even looking at it. It wasn't even relevant. But one, that's a bad way to look at things sometimes, because sometimes all you need is that younger group to influence and get you popping and moving. And then you might find a fan base that's more relevant to you in terms of going out to your shows. It can be used that way as well. But think about this though. How relevant is it to your fan base? Are your type of people on there? And then we can look at Triller as an alternative. There's TikTok, and then there is Triller. Triller is pretty much more hip hop, R&B based. And is it simple enough? Because there's a lot of songs when we think about TikTok and the ones that are moving, most of them are relatively simple. Not to say that you can't be an outlier, but just know that you're working against the formula at that point. And kind of along the same lines as the age thing, do you see people that look like the fan base that you want to have on the platform? Take that time, do that research, get into those categories and niches and all that good stuff and see if it's even making sense for you to get on there. It is a great space, but it's not a great space for everybody. But I'm going to get into that a little bit more as I talk about other things in this video, like the formula for success that a lot of people are using. For now, though, let's bring out Screen Share Sean.
So first of all, how do you get your music on TikTok? Well, we have a video completely dedicated to that. You can find a link to that video in the description below. And other than that, though, we gotta look at the fact that there's so many people blowing up on the platform, and this is gonna lead to the tips, right? So let's use Lil Nas X with Old Town Road, Suga the Child, Fast, and Super Duper Humble Steppin'. If you're interested in seeing some other rappers and their songs that blew up, there's actually an entire playlist that's been created by a YouTuber named Patrick CC. So in my process of doing this video, I said, you know what, let me see what somebody else is already saying. I happened to stumble across this guy's video. He has some really dope videos. I watched his TikTok video and like 2 other videos, but he created this entire list of rappers that blew up on TikTok having their song. So I'll put that link in the description if y'all want to check it out on SoundCloud. And then also, go check out Patrick CC's channel. And now, what are some of the things that contribute to success when it comes to having a song that blows up on TikTok? Now when we get into the strategy and target omnipresence and approach that I talked about in so many other forms of marketing, that applies here as well. But when we think about TikTok specific, even the type of music that tends to find success on TikTok is similar. If you go listen to that playlist, or if you go just look at the songs that I already listed, everything a lot of times is about this beat drop, right? It's like the music is playing, and then next thing you know, there's this hard bass beat drop where people are able to do something interesting when that beat happens. Let's think about the example Old Town Road, because I don't really want to play people's music and stuff like that anymore to get y'all familiar. I'm not trying to get any YouTube copyright strikes. So if we think about Old Town Road, you already know it's doom, 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 doom. And then you get into the whole bass drop, the Old Town Road starts and all that good stuff, right? And then the huge bass drop happens when you get to I Got My Horses in the Back. That whole thing is when everybody starts to make something interesting happen. You will see this formula again and again and again. And then another common thing that's really helpful, and it's more of an SEO thing, search engine optimization, is the song names being the most recognizable part of the song as well. So think about Suga the Child has Fast, right? And the first thing that he says when it gets to the most recognizable part of the song is Fast. And of course, we all know where Lil Nas X says Old Town Road. So this leads to another thing, which is the simplicity of those songs. The songs have lyrics that people can hear clearly. It's not too fast, right? There are some fast songs that have taken off, like Eminem's Rap God, but that's also Eminem. And the way that took off was more so of people playing with the fact that it was so fast that it was almost a joke. And I personally say that's probably one of the wackest TikTok meme challenges I've seen. So as I always make clear, there's always exceptions to rules and things like that when we think about creativity. However, what's working a lot is these simple songs, recognizable lyrics, easy to understand and easy for them to interpret to actually do things based on what they hear in the actual song. Now, all right, so this is a basic formula for you to start with. Now, when it comes to me, I do have a more personal, specific formula that I use. It's a lot more comprehensive, and it's really dependent on the person. It's about helping them design their own campaign and where exactly that fits into the landscape. Now, I'm not going to go all deep into mine right here, but before I get out of here, I want to say, do recognize that you can go live and make money on this platform. For those of y'all who haven't seen any of the other videos in this series, because this is video number 3 out of the 4-part TikTok series, you can go live and make money as artists. This is a great way for you to make income if you have built a following on TikTok, because then when you go live, you are able to take donations. Now, again, TikTok does take 50% of that money that comes through, so that part sucks. But it is one of the easier ways to make income in general. So sometimes making 50% of money that comes a little bit easier is a lot better for people who are having trouble to get fans to go into one of their own platforms at all to give them some money.
And that's pretty much it. Those are the basics to keep in mind when thinking about promoting your music on TikTok. But also keep in mind that if you need some help designing campaigns and getting influencers for TikTok, us at Brandman Network, you can check us out at the link in the description below, specific to TikTok, right? Because we have a database of over 1,000 TikTok influencers, and we can figure out where to connect you. And not only that, though, help design where the music should be placed, what else should go into the campaign, and all the smaller nuances that go into campaign design. But other than that, as always, this video is brought to you by BrandmanNetwork.com, because I signed myself. If you like this video, go ahead and like button. If you like it, you might as well share it. And if you're not subscribed, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button.